Welcome back. Last time, I created a magnificent lighthouse, or an eldritch wizard tower, so that I may look upon the world from on top and guide those who are lost. This time, I do have a plan for what I want to do. I promised you the death of the old ones. There are four specific targets: the Elder Guardian, the Warden, the Dragon, and the Wither. And I have delivered you no blood. So we gotta rectify this mistake. Hello, Zeus. So, today I shall prep and then begin adventure to find and destroy the Elder Guardians. Now, we've discussed in the past, for those of you who aren't here, that this is my domain, the overworld. So, the Elder Guardians, living in my world, must be related to me in some way. But they're not paying their dues. So, in other words, we are going to hunt down the Elder Guardians and make them pay their taxes. Their taxes, of course, being paid to me. And since they're so overdue, we will be charging max price. This isn't where I meant to go. I meant to go to the abandoned mine shaft, which is up here. Hello. Any spooky scaries? Nah, just a zombie. The reason we're up here, I wanted this. The minecart with a chest. The rest of it was just auxiliary. But, because there's something I want to try. Something fancy. Something abnormal. Something that will be very useful if it works the way I think it'll work. There was a creeper over here right before, right? Well, he's not here anymore, so he must have ran. You'll shortly see what I mean when I say... Oh, I actually don't have everything I need, which is funny, because I know where to get what I need, so... Anyways, here's... We can put this on land right there. Not an activator array, we'll put this here. Then I think... No, it doesn't work. Can I not put... I was hoping you could put a mine cart with a chest into a boat. Can you put a boat into a chest at all? Or a chest into a boat? I feel like it should be possible. This is unfortunate. Can't turn this into... We should pick up that rail. Don't leave it as an eyesore. Dang, that would have been so cool, because then I would have had a chest in my boat. Unless you can just put a chest in a boat, but I don't think you can do that. Well, anyways, let's keep our organization steady. Oh, new part goes there. We'll actually need this. So, today we begin a new part of our journey. These sort of fit aesthetically with this. I don't know where to put this. I thought it would work. I thought I was a genius. Let's test with an empty chest. Can I put a chest in a boat? Holy shit, you can just put a chest in a boat. I was trying to circumvent a certain part of it by putting the minecart there. You could just put a chest in a boat. Holy shit, you can just put a chest in a boat. This has revolutionized everything. The world will never be the same. That means when I go online... Wait, what happens when I... Does drop the item separately. Makes sense. Just wanted to make sure that's how that worked. Well then, it's time we get to work on our preparations. Supplies necessary. We'll put some... If we have the extra inventory space, because we could put a chest in a boat. I'm sorry if this is like mundane stuff to you, but that's extra storage space. If just to be honest with you, if the minecart didn't work and then I couldn't put a chest there, I was gonna go try to tame a donkey and put the donkey in the boat with a chest on the donkey. Which honestly might still be better because then the donkey can get out of the boat, assuming the donkey can get in the boat. So I'm going to grab some milk, so just in case I get mining fatigue at the very end, I can do something about it without having to wait an absurd length of time. Feels like far too much milk. Well, anyways. Now let's see if mushrooms spawn in the mangrove. Might be wondering, he's prepping for the Elder Guardian, right? Why does he need a mushroom? All will be revealed shortly, O ye of little faith. I shall soon show the methods to my madness. You see, in this era of swords and sandals, of knights and shields and blades and armor, I have devised a plan most foul. You see, not only can I defeat the Elder Guardians easily, I can defeat the Elder Guardians with no armor on. That's how easy they are. And to prove it, I will do exactly that. I will wear no armor as I defeat an entire ocean temple. Now I've caught your interest, don't I? But in order to do that, I need a mushroom. For in every story that takes place in these medieval settings, a fact must be remembered. There is science to be had, to be done, and certain methodologies that lead to the success of those who partake in it. One said element of science that has proven itself in the times of yore is alchemy. Now, why is that important? Well, we have alchemy, don't we? The brewing stand. So we are going to use alchemy to defeat our enemies most foul. But now you might be curious, oh, well, what are you going to do? Just poison them, then block yourself in? Nay. Unnecessary. I have a plan far more... Nether bunny. I have a plan much better than that. Just you watch. There's a ghast. I'm going to pay attention, try to pinpoint its location. Shh, quiet down. I'm haunting ghosts. Not actually here. We should put this up. Less likely to encounter ranged enemies. It has to exist somewhere, right? A red mushroom. Wrong color. I need specifically brown mushroom. Like those, but I don't think I have an easy way down there. It's a little precarious. There you are. He was in the lava stream. I was hoping he'd leave it. Oh, shoot. Well. Well, there's a guest here, which makes it worth it. And that's why we carry the splash fire resist on us. Because that probably would have only been about like 2 hearts of damage. Or maybe 3. But the fire resistant splash potion isn't that expensive. In fact, let's go pick up that gunpowder and I can make some more splashes. And honestly, I should make some more splashes. It's more likely that I'll have to splash myself in an emergency than chug. Chugging is for long-term things, like nether exploration. For the short term, splashing yourself works. Also, if you fall into a pool of lava, I'll probably have to rely on the totem of undying anyways, because unless it's a shallow pool, the splash isn't going to reach me. It'll just stall and then not break. Those really the only brown mushrooms were the ones over there? Fine, I'll go over there. But the splash does just, you know, save us all the trouble immediately. The golden apple probably would have reduced about the same amount of damage, but no bother. We can always trade gold with these guys. It's a hot commodity around here. Well, actually, it's a cold commodity comparative to the things around here, but maybe that's why they like it. The achievement is called Ooh Shiny, so it probably is just because it's shiny. Which actually makes me think, in mod packs, frequently things like titanium or other said metals have a property called shiny. And so I feel that like in those Tinkers based mod packs, they should make it so that... Ooh, another gas tier. Nice. And brown mushrooms. Also nice. They should make it so that those, what was I saying? Oh yeah, those metals do in fact work to trade with. And maybe even have different trade tables. I'm not going to tell modders what to do, but it'd be a neat little thing to do, you know? I'm not sure how much work goes into actually creating all that, so I'm not trying to say, oh, they're lazy because they haven't. He seems to be having a lot of fun. Oh, night 10. We'll just use the sleeping bag. The one thing about the chest boat is that I won't be able to actually move it. Like, I'll have to just... I will just have to always be in the water. I won't be able to pick it up if I put stuff in it. But that's fine. So now, those of you of great curiosity are now curious. I've piqued your curiosity anyways. Alright, now you have your mushrooms. What is it about the mushrooms that will enable you this victory you've said you're going to have? It's a great question. But the problem is I think I need 2 mushrooms. And I'm missing another ingredient that I could wait until a good point in time to go retrieve, or I can go play things fast and loose and try to obtain it in a very dangerous manner. So there's no need to stall. Let's go do something dangerous and reckless, shall we? We're gonna need our abandoned mine shaft hole in the wall. I didn't find it, so I need to go get air. Here we are. Any spiders? Nope. The fastest way to find a spider is to go to its spawner. Through this wall. Now, these guys are poisonous. Oh, there he comes one. You know, I probably should have the shield out. Or I can just use a bow. There we go. But we're already here. Anybody else? No, okay. Let's not get greedy. Let's just go. Oh, but he's right here. Oh. Ah! Easy, not even close. Alright. Now we can skedaddle on out of here now that we've got a couple of spider eyes. And by the way, in case you didn't know this, regular spiders have a higher chance of dropping string than spider eyes. The opposite is true for the cave spider. The cave spider has a much higher drop rate of spider eyes and then string. The more you know. Now they both drop. Now this is just the drop table. So, you know, there's a percent of the time they drop a certain thing a certain amount of times. Looting affects the chances on all of this stuff because it's just the basic drop table. Oh, I have not greeted you today. Hello. Hamon Goetamenium. What a name. Glad I came up with it. Yeah, we don't need anything other than that nature at the moment. Splash 8 minutes. I thought when you turn an extended duration to a splash, it loses some of its duration. That's interesting. Anywho, we'll need 2 sugar. And for those of you astute in the ways of alchemy, understand that mushroom, spider eye, and sugar makes fermented spider eyes. But I've still got your curiosity. Why do you need fermented spider eye? What potion do you plan on brewing, Alchemist? Oh, one most foul, I assure you. For next, I make golden carrots. I need more glass bottles. Oh, I have glass. Plenty of it. There are 12 bottles ought to do. Let's empty parts of my inventory that are not as necessary. We're going to need some netherwort as well. Probably need 4 netherwort. We'll need these puffer fish. Put these gas tiers in the pile. That's a lot of gas tiers. That's a lot of regen potions. They're not a rare commodity anymore. Anyways, to the there with you. 1, 2, 3. Pop these in. Start cooking. 1, 2, 3. Pop these in. Start cooking. Now, some of you might still be confused. Some of you may not be Minecraft alchemists, such as myself. So you may be wondering, well, what potion does the golden carrot make? Ah, Well, haven't you ever heard that carrots are good for your night vision? It's not a true thing, by the way. The I think it's beta carotene or something in the carrots is the same, or vitamin B it might be, that's in some element of the carrot. It is rich in a mineral that is uh, related to eyesight. But it won't stop your eyes from failing if you eat carrots, because just intaking this vitamin is important. You don't solely get it from carrots. And while carrots are rich in it, carrots themselves aren't good for your eyesight. You should be getting these minerals from a source. Carrots are your source, and that's your source. But there's plenty of ways to get these sources from a lot of vegetables. So it's not necessarily carrots. They changed the color of night vision potions. I do like that color. But now you gaze upon these night vision potions as I put them in fermented spider eye. Fermented spider eye, in general, tends to flip the effect of a potion. And fermenting a healing potion makes a damaging potion. It doesn't work for all cases. You can't ferment poison into a regen or anything like that, I don't think. But if you ferment night vision, you do not create blindness. Instead, you produce the inability to be seen. Invisibility. Now you might be curious, well, what effect does invisibility have against AI mobs? It's not like they use detection, but then wait a minute. If you crouch, mobs don't see you from as far. Holy shit, he plans on taking off his armor. He's gonna be invisible. That's absolutely right. I am going to invisibly defeat the Elder Guardians. That is, in fact, the plan. But then you can't use the milk strategy to cleanse your mining fatigue. Yes, I will just have to explore the structure as intended. But that nair should be a problem. But then the milk will get rid of your invisibility. Yes. The milk is there just as a precaution. The hopes are that it's not even necessary. In fact, since we're just taking precautions, we're going out to fight a boss, I might as well take just way too much healing with me. I mean, we've got a chest to be filled with healing supplies, after all. Here, how many? We'll keep 3 health potions on me and 2 regens, and we'll keep 4 health potions on me and 2 regens, and 4 of these and some of those, and who's at what's and what's and who's. But now you might be thinking, the mad genius, he's done it. He's found a way to become entirely invisible. And when he's invisible, no one can hurt him. That's exactly right. That's exactly what invisible means. But then, hold on. If you're going to be spending all that time in the temple, then you're going to need to breathe underwater. But earlier in the series, you caught pufferfish, you mad genius! Yes, yes, praise me more. I have made 6 8-minute potions of water breathing and invisibility. Due to the fact that if I become visible, I become targetable, which is dangerous, I'll have to drink the potions before they're fully dissipated. But even so, even if I drink them very inefficiently, let's say I get 6 minutes out of each one instead, I still have over 30 minutes to defeat the Elder Guardians. Once I find them, of course. Though the color of the water breathing looks a little funky, I may say. I preferred when they were blue. Though I guess then they look like water bottles. If I shift click, can I open the chest? I can. Since we go out to fight, might as well pack an extra. Totem have been dying on us. And then we'll need 4 slots in here for our armor, so we can't get rid of it all. I'll keep a fire resistance on me just in case. Wood is always useful. The fortune pickaxe doesn't matter, but I might as well take it on me. Sword, bow, that's how I'm going to be fighting. Might use an axe from time to time. Need food. Sticks are the same thing as this. Arrows are for that. This goes with this. Bed is for when I'm not in anything. Oh, we don't need this stuff then. I mean, we'll keep the shield on us because there's no reason to not keep it on us. But yeah, we'll put the torches here. And the bucket stuff goes here. And this is how I will look while fighting the goons. Well then. Realistically, I won't even need all this stuff, but just in case we take it with us. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, more likely, gentlemen. I say that not as a, oh, women don't like Minecraft. That was a joke saying I'm more likely appealing to men. It's just the way of the world. I don't have analytics on that, though I do have a lot more people actually clicking on my videos, which is wild to me. I'm happy about it, don't get me wrong. But it was wild to me to suddenly... I have, at the point of this video, I have 2 videos that have reached 100 views, which is wild. Those videos are The Long and Painful Journey Home and I Am Become Death, which is, of course, a quote which was famously reiterated in the Oppenheimer movie. Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Oh, and it started raining. Perfect timing, really. So now we just need to find an ocean temple, because I promised you bloodshed. Also, I made that sort of spiel, if you watched through the entire building episode, about like, oh, after I beat a boss, I might create a safe... No! It was a foolish thought from me. Cowardice! I cannot be felled. Why would I need such trivialities as checkpoints? This is ultra hardcore. Checkpoints? Ridiculous. I'm sorry for even uttering it, for insulting it upon your ears. If I fail, it'll be because I was not good enough, and I will have to try again. Oh, that means that the map won't lead to anything. It'll just be a blank map. Ooh, a clock. Yeah, it's just a map. It's not a buried treasure map. Now we continue off. Clocks are nice to have. I enjoy clocks. You know what? We'll install that into the ship. You know, this kind of reminds me of Dredge having this ship. I like Dredge. Fun game about eldritch fishing. It's pretty short. It's quaint. It's nice. I recommend it. It's not too expensive either. It's a nice indie game. Tells a fun story. Is that a structure? It looks like a structure. It's definitely a structure. There's a chest. There's also drowned. A lot of drowned. If any of those drowned get a trident, I'm screwed because they can break my boat. Oh, if they broke my boat, then everything would come spilling out. That would be disastrous. Also, apparently my bay, if I just go past the village, does lead into more ocean. Tridents are neat. I think it's really funny that you can just fly through the air when it's raining. Uh, Also, the ability to throw a lightning spear that then returns. It's very, very cool. It sort of feels like a legendary artifact type of thing, you know, from a fantasy game. It's like, oh, you have your regular sword. Then you've got your lightning spear. You throw it and then it returns to you. Like, that shit's sick. Or it's like, oh, you can go through water at high speeds. Also, if it's raining, that's water. Technically true. Most people wouldn't consider those to be exactly the same thing, but you know, it's not false. I'll try to do sort of a spanning thing like this because I don't know what the spawning conditions are for ocean temples. Gold block? I mean, we might as well grab the gold block from that. Plus, ooh, what if there was a notch apple in there? That would trivialize certain fights down the road. Minus gold, we can. Oh, it floated towards me. How convenient. Golden carrots, great source of food. Mending gold pants. Not sure what I would do with that, but I'm probably not going to do anything. Sharpness 3 golden axe. No, I'm not going to carry that on me. It's kind of funny that it exists, but I don't need it. Well, more ocean to explore. In my experience, ocean monuments are very hit or miss. You either find lots of them or you find none of them. So I'm kind of concerned by the fact that I'm at the none of stage at the moment because usually persists for a while. This is a geode. That's nice. There's 2 geodes. Very neat. Thankfully, in oceans, geodes spawn like that where they're easy to see. So, because I like amethyst as like a decorative accenting block, it's too bright and sparkly for me to find use in it as a main building block. But as an accenting block, I really like the color purple. Purple is complemented by grays and blacks. So it's very easy to use. So, I mean, like my Eldritch Tower, it goes for black and orange, which, you know, or gray and orange, which, you know, different than purple. But in the future, there's definitely the chance that I use purples. I mean, the classic color for Eldritch is like purple and black, after all. It's a classic. So, yeah, don't be surprised if I start using that. I hope this don't collide and meet in the middle. I haven't been to this section, I know that, because I haven't seen the desert mixed with jungle. I remember not seeing that. No, specifically, I don't remember seeing it, so it's unlikely that I've seen it before. It's just abnormal enough to catch my attention, while, you know. So I'm saying I don't remember it, so it probably doesn't. They collide. Ooh, a desert temple. I mean, we're already here. Yeah, we're gonna have to find a new way around. I'm sure there's another direction to go. First thing you do when you dig to the bottom of one of these, break the pressure plate. Mobs can and will just jump. 2 golden apples. Nice. Taking bones and gunpowder. Don't really care for the rest of it. 2 more golden apples. Nice. Do something like that so I know I've been here. Ooh, nighttime. Well. Oh, wait. No, I was going to say I don't really care about nighttime. I definitely care about nighttime. If I spend too much time on the seas without sleeping, which is likely if I'm just out on the water, I'm going to have to start dealing with phantoms. Oh, they're the worst. I don't need this. I threw it out and then drove into it. I guess I'll end up just keeping the armor on me, so I'll keep the gold block on me. You'll see why later. For those of you who don't know the structure of a sea temple, the reason we are saying, or I'm going to say I'm collecting taxes is because the sea temple comes with 8 gold blocks. It's a guarantee. The structure always generates pretty much the same. I think the rooms can be in different layout. Like there's random generation within it, but there's a certain base element. There are certain base elements, and one of those base elements is the treasure room essentially, and it has a big block that you. It's covered in dark prismarine, so it's hard to actually get to while having mining fatigue. But while you don't, you can just break through, and there are 8 gold blocks inside. Ooh, a jungle temple. I mean, we're already here. Finding all the wrong types of temples. Though there will be arrows in here. Chose the wrong side for entry. Alright, so this side has this chest. Gold we will take. Bones we will take. Yes, you can actually just solve that puzzle, but why solve the puzzle when you don't have to? Oh, beautiful arrows. What do we got here? Gold, some wild armor trim, and diamond horse armor. I mean, I prefer the look of gold horse armor, but don't get me wrong, diamond horse armor has its place. Oh, I should, when I get more free time, I should totally redo my texture packs and then make the gold horse armor something really impressive. That'd be fun. Oh, that's a forest fire. I hope that doesn't have any negative effects on the economy. Anyways, we'll try to find a way out into more ocean. Just looking for any sea temple. If I happen to find a distant sea temple, it's just unlikely that I'll end up mining it all out. I'll still record its location in case I want those blocks. The main block that people like from sea temples is the sea lanterns. They're a very nice looking light block. I'm not the hugest fan of them. I have used prismarines in builds before because it is a unique greenish block. Dark prismarine specifically. I'm not a biggest fan of the other ones. The shiny prismarine is really, or the regular prismarine is really nice because it has a like sort of this shimmer to it where it changes colors with this animation, which can make it really neat for things like pillars. Because as you go by, if it's an entire wall, it's kind of cool still, but when it's just like a pillar, it has a shine to things. Almost like an aquarium vibe, really. Instead of going through the river, I'm going to go around into this bigger body of water. Assuming it goes somewhere and doesn't also just end. No, it appears that it ends, so maybe the river is the safer choice. Hmm. Well, you just keep looking. Oh no, this appears to wrap. Alright. Yeah, so we continue just paddling through the ocean. While we're just mindlessly doing this, I was looking at some memes, as one does. That's a village. Hey, everything right on the water. I don't know what I want from a village right now. We're just looking for... Dang, the water just ends here, huh? That's unfortunate. We'll just follow this around. Listen, there has to be a way around somewhere. I know, because eventually we'll come back to my house, and on this side it'll just exit out into the ocean. Then we can explore that ocean instead. Which I think we have. We'll just keep exploring oceans until we find what we're looking for. It has to generate. This world is infinite, and there are spawning clauses, which means that eventually it will spawn. But I was looking at some memes, as one does, just casually, and I found a meme that it was a Top Gear meme, or it was a meme that had the Matrix scene where Neo was looking down at the three Agent Smiths and he sees like the Matrix world version of it all, and it just the top text is just Clarkson, no, it's Hammond, you blithering idiot, you've gotten us trapped in the Matrix. And it was just, it's not that good a joke. But I laughed anyways. If you put Hammond, you blithering idiot on any meme that even remotely relates, it'll be funny to me. I was a fan of Top Gear. I didn't watch like Top Gear full episodes very frequently, but I watched best of clips over and over again. Like I have watched like the 1 hour like best of season whatevers, and thoroughly enjoyed it. They're truly an iconic team. Left or right? Let's go right because I feel like left is going to end into like a lake in the jungle. Oh, but I might be wrong about this place too because I think this place might end right here. Does it keep going? Oh, it keeps going. I enjoy it. They were a great comedy trio. Well, I mean, they each had their moments. I was a big Clarkson fan. You'll probably figure out that that's not too wild to figure out. But I enjoyed his stylings much more. Oh, you know what? Probably the disadvantage of the chest version is you probably can't put another mob in it. That would make sense. That river go through? Nope. We've hit a dead end. That's just unfortunate. Let's go back around. But I enjoy all those types of jokes for some reason. It's just like everybody has that one joke type that gets them even when the joke isn't good. Another one that gets me. So when I was originally watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, I watched it with a friend of mine who had already watched it. And you know, there's in the English the localizations they had to change the names. I'm not sure if you actually know this. I said you know like you did, but in the English versions they had to change certain names to different variants of similar nature to make it so that they didn't infringe on copyright. Uh, and there are some really funny ones. There's an entire video on the internet going over some people's favorites, and some of them are very funny, and some of them are pretty bad. Just not that funny. They're just changes. One unfortunate one. Originally, in the Part 6 manga's localization, Limp Biscuit was turned into Flaccid Pancake, which is a great change of name. But when they released, I'm pretty sure this is just an island. I'm just doing a circle around it. But in the localization of the anime, it was changed to Limp Viscit with a V instead, which is so unfortunate. They denied us Flaccid Pancake. But the joke that always makes me laugh is whenever I hear Bad Company. I was watching my friend. It shows up, my stand, worse company. And then Jake is like, my friend Jake is like, yes, that's Bad Company. I said, no, Jake, it's worse. The only thing worse than Bad Company. Worse company. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. It's probably been a little bit. And next time we continue our exploration through the waters to find them. I'll see you then. Which is my end recording.